Coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Cedric Thornton, the one that got it. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And it's 3rd and short. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Petty now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and now it's 2nd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Pete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon,
and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The safety Calvin Pryor is there on the tackle. Again, it's Elliott. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And the defense for New York.
Calvin Pryor is exactly what you're looking for in a safety who polices the middle of the field.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Prescott now from the 50. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Jets are going to get the football back. First carry for Matt Forte. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now it looks like we got the big tight end still down after the last play. Well, you can bet that they would hate to be without his services. Eight yards still remaining here on third down. Here's Padding.
Oh, come on.
Trying to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. On fourth down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And out now come the Cowboys. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
To say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance.
Man, shit, man. Come on.
Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to them a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here we go. They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. This one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Marshall, the low receiver on the left side. On first down, he'll drop to throw. To Decker over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That was like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. But when you do it, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Forte.
Leave it up.
Forte loses it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. offense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Third and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. Now fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. Empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself second point defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down here and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Petty now. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Caught by Marshall. He's got it. Florida Jets touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver from a yard out. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And he puts it through. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. Jets. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few.
It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike. And that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They come out here in the eye. A second down throw for Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And he dropped it. That was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. They've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott being chased out left. And Owen coughed it up. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build on the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Paddock. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Decker that time, and that'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively. They get start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And Folks' kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get him, I think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Prescott from the gun on third. Caught left side, Williams. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They're having a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they're going to try this thing on 4th down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this one certainly. They're not looking for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Well, I said tonight to come over here because I want to know, did you lose the glove or did you have it?
That's the way to do it. Touchdowns.
So the teacher was laughing and she was like, I don't know. I don't know. She's tough.
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right.
Everybody's scared because I'm like Taylor. Taylor. I'm talking to her. And she's walking. And she's always like, is she going here? Like, you know, I'm not
in there to get her for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So with that, we come upon the 2 in the morning here on the NFL on EA Sports. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. And Folk's kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they recover the fumble, but did not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. On the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that where it gets symptomatic?
Yeah, I like the your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Second down, Prescott. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 73 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike.
I look so small.
Explosive, and
This
he's
looks so long
ultra
on me
explosive
like
there on the
this.
fly route.
It makes me look very short. I don't know why I'm not good at school. You don't have a hold on. And so do you have $300 to buy me one? Because I would like it.
Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Then she runs. Oh, well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Nice if you know you've already
They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're too pleased that they didn't catch it in for 6 points.
Somebody that tries to get it to them.
Points is 3 points.
And in this inning, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a game, 19
got you.
epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him.
It's not that it's cold, but like it's a struggle to walk, so you're having to stay outside longer than you would if you can just walk somewhere real fast and come back. Like it took us like 30 minutes to get to school. I didn't sleep. Turning on my wallet, keep flying at her. So my wallet go flying, and like in the snow, drop something. Because if it wasn't so, I would have been walrus. Because I slipped and that's
Complete, it'll be second down.
so I smacked her. And when I smacked her, she goes, "What did you do that for?" I said, "Why would you say that? That's silly." I almost fell in that.
Touchdown passes. He's through his first interception. He's throwing it so well.
I usually take our flavors off right when I get home. But
Yeah, they take them to jail.
it's like your favorite teacher, but it's well.
Warren does that scare on the street show.
Get your allergies.
Oh, and that's what Annette was saying. That Sadia and the husband, you know when they started bringing the abusive husbands, like on the Warren Povich show, they started bringing the abusive husbands to the morgue to see the wife if she's dead, you know what she would look like, and the husbands cry and they supposedly like come to their senses, and then the kids are out of control, they're like 12 years old, so they scare them in the jails, they bring them, they lock them down for like 2 days or 3 days. Sadia and her husband were the first ones to start that program. And that was telling me on Wednesday. They were the first ones to start that program, and their goal and their aim was to help the youth and to educate the youth on, being there for each other and not turning against people because of problems, all this other shit. But she did a lot of things. I might just ask her what you do with them, because Sadia loves Taylor. Oh, well, the teacher, Miss C, when she heard me calling her, I'm like, Taylor, I don't want to scream because even though it's so loud, you'll be the one to fucking scream and everybody turns quiet. So I'm just like, Taylor, but she fucking heard me. So the teacher's like, Taylor, your mother is talking to you. Taylor's little ass came right back. I said, thank you, Missy. I said, because she's very disrespectful. I said, and I'm at the point that I don't know what else to do. Explaining to her, smacking her. She goes, no, smart kids. Smart kid. Every time I talk to her, because she's smart. She's bored and she's smart. She said, smart kids that are bored get in more trouble than a trouble-made kid. Because their brain, they have a brain to get into shit. Well, that's what I keep asking the teacher, what should I do with her? Everything she keeps telling me is, let her read 4th grade books, let her read 5th grade books. Do science with her 4th grade, 5th grade. Even though she's in a lower grade, she'll learn it. I started doing multiplication with her because she said that's what they go on to 3rd grade. That's a big thing in 3rd grade. So I started doing the multiplication with her. I started doing things with her, but it doesn't matter. She's bored. And when she's bored, do you want me to make you a sandwich? When she's bored, she's just fucking bored, and it's a lot. It's too much because she doesn't know what to do. They made 2, and that was screaming at them at the university. Harlan Hulu, we told them not to make stuff, we told them not to put stuff, to create stuff. The 2 of them, they disappear, it gets real quiet, I go to the back, they're making this potion and that potion. I'm like, but I told you guys not to. Annette told you to not to.
Pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball,
I'm telling you.
made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
Final play of the half. Prescott, they'll set up the screen.
Every time she says, that's what she said, try to get her into a camp, try to get her into yeah, but what she said is when you have a smart kid, you can't open it, right? She said when you have a smart kid, there's grants and scholarships that are also awarded for camps. If they hold a certain average in school overall, they then can use that, like the grades that they're getting, they can then use that to get awards. So that's what I said. So everything is you have to go on the internet. You have to go on the internet. You have to go on the internet. Eileen, well, I told Eileen because Eileen's like, yeah, you know, you just prompt it on the computer and you just go online and you just go on your computer and you just fill this out. I'm like, yeah, Eileen. Well, I'll go on the library's computer. I was like, because I don't have a computer. So she was like shocked, like, you don't have a computer? And I was like, no, you know, not everyone has a computer and not everyone has accessibility. That's what I said to her, you know, not everybody has access to the internet. So whatever internet I have is not mine. You know, I go to the library where my program is, I explained to her, because I told her about the application. She got like a little like, oh, you don't know what to do? Because I said to her, you know, when do I have to reapply? I don't want to, you know, be too late and miss out. She's like, oh, you know, you have to go online and, you know, you have to look at talent. And, oh, her face got all red. She don't know why they would have told me that. She don't know why they would have said that the school knows. Then she turns, in the same breath, she turns around and goes, I'm putting the emails in everyone's files now. Oh, okay, so is it that we didn't get the email yet because we didn't put it in yet? Or is it that the people don't know what they're talking about and they should have given you the information over the phone? You know, you don't know who to believe. Yeah, but that's what I said. But they know that it's my first time being there. You know, like I didn't use the school last year or the year before that. This is my first time to be part of this school. So because I'm new there, you should be explaining things to me, like as if I started a new job. Or as if I started someplace for the first time ever, because that's what it is. Oh, thanks. It took them a year to get back to me. That's the least of my worries. I have the paper there. It doesn't matter. It's on file. It's on paper. They see that it's a mistake. They see that it's not correct. The kid's absent every single day. Frady even told you herself, something is not right here because there's no way possible she could have came in late every single day.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They've got one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the game there. And now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And they're going to start off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he finds Savannah Jenkins. And he's going to take it in for the Jets touchdown.
Nowhere they worry about things like that. They sent the Valentine's things 2 days ago. They wanted the money today. If I didn't look at the paper, she wouldn't have had the money for today. They sent those Valentine hearts on Wednesday. They wanted the money in by today. I gave it to her. That's not the point. What I said was, on Wednesday, the paper was sent home. On Friday, they want the money. If I didn't look at that paper, she would have missed out on it. You understand? Nobody does things in a timely fashion. Nobody does things when they're supposed to. That's the problem with the whole world. The whole world, not just 66. The whole world. Has the Zoo called?
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey.
And now escaping this time. It's him go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Yeah, Becky just dinner. Helps time to death. About 1 hour, maybe 3 hours at the most after.
Right at the lone receiver left. Prescott going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball.
Yeah, I muted the phone and I couldn't get it off. Has the Zoo called?
There was on a deep ball to death.
And that's a surprise. The way he
The
attacks
Zoo?
the ball in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So it's 3rd and long.
Oh, that's a record.
Surprise there in the dive.
They don't do anything in a timely fashion either.
3rd and long for Prescott.
Frank and Monique sent me the link. Apply, hurry up, you gotta apply. I applied.
Still a ways to go.
Okay.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going 4 on 4.
Yeah, I don't know. Yesterday I felt like I was coming down with the flu.
Prescott, and he fires one that's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The weather changes too fast.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up now going to the ground game and support the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes.
Did they really? I mean, I don't think it was that hard. It wasn't cold, but it wasn't short and tank top weather. They take advantage of it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands that can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Annette what? Maybe that man's not her father. Maybe.
There's Pettit. Really hit as he releases it, and that fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, he had to figure out to bring some type of pressure to change things up on defense.
I don't know, but there's a man too that they have fixing the knee, and he strikes me very funny. Like, he makes me very uncomfortable. He makes me feel very weird. And that's like, no, he's a family friend. He's a good guy. Yesterday, I don't know. He gave me like a very eerie, very weird, striking. I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah. But he came back again because the boiler's still not fixed. The lady's still not paying rent because she still has no hot water. So Sadia's like, well, maybe if you paid rent, I could get the stuff to fix it. She's like, I no fucking pay rent to you for nothing. I don't have hot water. She was screaming. She told Sadia right to her face, I'm not paying you nothing. So I was like, you're thinking that you're fucking people, but in the meantime, people are fucking you because you're out $1,500 a month, genius. Those apartments aren't cheap. They're 2-bedroom apartments with a balcony. And then, Yeah, she still has the apartment that the super had. That they cleaned it out, and she's trying to rent it now, but you know she's not getting any luck. Because you know, I guess it's too soon. You gotta give it some time. You gotta let people see what you have. And now she's got this other super, but he doesn't clean the building, and he doesn't clean anything. All he does is wrap up the garbage. So I said to Annette yesterday, tell her that we could be the super, and we'll take the $300 a week, and we'll split that $150 and $150. You mop the floor today, I mop the floor tomorrow. I said to Annette, there's gotta be, yeah, but people are taking advantage of her and her money for a reason. There's gotta be something that she says, like, maybe she has to do a job and the person says, the job is $500, and she goes, I'm not worried about the money, just get the job done. You know, like, she's gotta be saying something to these people that when people see her, all they see is dollar signs. Yeah, but how can a person of her intelligence, of her age, of her experience, not know that she's being fucked so much? You know, because she's not a stupid lady. So, how come, that's what I'm saying. It's gotta be the way that she portrays it. Like, you know, money is not an option. Money is not an issue. Alright. $500, no problem. Even too, and that's like, you know, Swallow showed up at her house last week because he wanted his money early for rent. I said, but why does Swallow know where she lives? You know, he's a teacher at her place, understandable, but you don't know where your boss lives. Who knows where your bosses live? I don't know where my bosses live. Do fucking nothing. He stands on 42nd Street trying to sell CDs. Yeah, and then drags the kids out there in the night to try to sell them again. So he was trying to tell her that, you know, the money he's making is not enough and he needs more from her. And then he needed rent money, quote unquote. And he showed up at her house so that she can pay him like in advance. But mind you, he didn't show up for either of the dance classes. So she's like, you know, you can't just come to my house and show up and be demanding that I pay you in advance for something that you didn't work, that you called out, and now that I know that you're not coming. So she's like, you know, I don't know what people want. So in my mind, I just sit there like, it's gotta be you. It's gotta be something, you know, it's gotta be something that you say or something that you do. It's gotta be some way. Like I'm telling you, I think she turns out and she's like, oh yeah, $500, don't worry about it. Even in that too. Because I told Talia I was worried about the unemployment. You know, being that Talia didn't get checked. She's like, I get public assistance right now. I'm getting food stamps. They're paying my rent. No, it doesn't go into the business. Oh, okay. My luck, I'm waiting every fucking day. I'm like, oh my god. Are they gonna send me the mail? Oh my god. Are they gonna send me what I owe?
That leaves them with third and just a couple. And they're gonna hurry back to the line now. They'll try and get it with Forte. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Back to throw. And able to find Decker. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
As a defender, I always found the
I
same.
can only bet you when you
Extremely
get that
difficult to
one.
cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver.
What's she doing?
That, and if it is, you often get a very successful play. The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the defense on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They take the ball batted away. They missed a big chance there.
Throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here compared to the tight end. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. After that last play, he's now up over the 300-yard mark.
In today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
And now they're in the hurry up. Here's Panic. It is caught at the 7-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game.
I have that number. I mean, I have Brett's email. I have your
Usually means you're
email.
putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 250 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
They come out here in the eye.
We're finishing it.
They can't comprehend you.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. On the ground, Forte.
That's me on my 7:35
Jets touchdown. Matt Forte taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
When you work in the medical field, they don't care.
Ford now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
There was another time.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
It wouldn't be telling the truth if they said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Was at home and in the middle of the night. I don't know. I tried to sleep him.
Play fake here on 1st down. He's
She
got
left.
time in the pocket. He's got a wide one deep left side here. And the touchdown incomplete.
She didn't take anybody.
Thought he
She
might
just
have
ran
had
it.
it. Instead,
And
2nd
it's
down.
been since I think
So the
January
incomplete
29th
pass brings up 2nd down.
that they can't find one.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
Technically,
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
really?
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays
My
out.
first place.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that's caught by Beasley. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th and long,
Really?
somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Here's Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And It's a pickup of 19, and it'll be a Dallas first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one caught by Beasley. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Prescott yet again. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
I don't say anything because it's cold. I don't care. As long as she has the line.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field.
I ate a new bird.
3rd and 1. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a 2-yard touchdown grab. Then the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. He will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kick. How do they get downfield, either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves? That's going to be key for them.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
All the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be the 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down following the run. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 3rd down and 5.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up the 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. He needed 2. He only got 1. And it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. Now the Jet offense about to take over.
Who's that lurking in the shadows?
Get ready for it. It's 9 o'clock. It's late.
Oh, hi. This is Vanessa Price. I'm really sorry to be calling this late. It's just, I could really use your help. Yeah. Great, thank you.
Luke. What? Where is he? Yeah, we work together.
You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
It's all right. Tomorrow. I'm coming in, all right? What you doing, man?
I don't know, well, it's just like this job. It's not working out.
What job is that?
Job is dealership, man. You know about that.
Right.
She wouldn't see me.
Who is?
Keisha. She wouldn't see me. So I'd make her see me, you know what I'm saying? Thought she was one of them, Tommy. Like I turned. It wasn't the time. Don't give you the time.
Just move back to the center. I'm talking to someone who needs some help.
You going?
Yeah, I'm coming with you. First, you gotta give me that gun.
Alright, okay.
I know you like your gun. Come on, man. You don't want to do this. I'm coming with you. Come.
Take it, you take it. Oh, shit.
Mike Falcone called me. He said you never showed up for your appointment at the academy. Yeah, I thought it was like impossible. He was holding a spot for you. Jesus, Connor, maybe I'm not ready yet. Even if you want me to be ready. What I want for you is to stop watching Band of Brothers, smoking dope, and playing video games all day.
Maybe I should just read it. That's all you're fucking good at. It's fucking killing people.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Just fuck you! You know this fucking life over there! You know what I fucking went through! Fuck you! Stay the fuck away from me!
Jonah, think about me.
Enjoy. Yes, all basketball. Die now. We just got one way to come home. We're all pretty excited, too. Yeah. When I was holding it, I saw his eyes close. Smoke's vibration. And now you're back. Sometimes I try to make sense of this shit. What I do know.
Today, you've made some good progress. Even coming in here was a good first step.
I'd like to get this first action. I've been in the 130 degrees, sand, and everywhere. I'm just finished a 12-hour shift. That's just awesome. I know all that, but it's not relevant. I don't feel it. I'm supposed to feel something, right? When you treat a patient, you're supposed to feel something. I don't feel it.
You sleazy, nasty, trifling, low down, no good, dirty woman. I just blame. No, no. You low down, dirty, nasty. Hey, Thickness. How you doing today? See, you're a good man. You don't deserve a whore. You deserve a good woman that will love you, Papa. You little teddy bear.
In front of us, the trucks in front of us, they got ambushed. So the rest of us, we kind of rode to try to get back around to the main road that we were on. And I saw this little kid off the taxi car or something. I don't know what he had his friends.
Slow down to the drum. That's the way to help. Kid, cut the fuck out.